Yo, I ain't posted in a while, so you know, I was chilling. I wasn't even worried about. I put videos up, but I ain't put no custom videos up in a while. I just been doing too much research, honestly. I learned a lot of new stuff. Right now, that's the first thing I'm gonna say. Slavery wasn't real. Now, black people was taught that slavery existed, and it's kind of crazy. I know everybody gonna think I'm tripping, but it's kind of tricky because it was something called indigent servants, and indigent servants were sharecroppers. Now, we are indigenous to the land because our ancestors, I'm sorry, was Aborigines, and Aborigines, it was Indians, right? Now, we some of us came from Africa. Don't get me wrong. Some came from Jamaica. A lot of people came from different places, right? Now, a lot of people came from South America. A lot of people came from the South that was already here. A lot of people came from the north part of the United States that was already here. South part of the United States down south, where sharecropping was big, and we was kind of tricked out of our land because a lot of acts was passed, and it's kind of tricky because when an act was passed, it wasn't passed in our favor, so we didn't give up our land. We kind of start sharing the land to show the Europeans how to crop. Now, we was making money, and a lot of us was doing real well, had major businesses, right? But a lot of us was just sharecroppers because we had so much land. Now, it got kind of twisted when we couldn't afford the land. So that's probably kind of looked at as slavery because I told you a lot of us didn't come from down south. We was already in South Carolina, North Carolina, but a lot of us didn't come from there, and a lot of people came from Africa. We came from Africa as prisoners of war. That can probably be confused as slavery as well, but it's like somebody get captive. We capture a few people in Afghanistan, maybe they army or Iraqi army or something like that. They're not slaves. They go into Guantanamo Bay, and they will be prisoners of war. It probably feel like slavery, the conditions, but they're not slaves. In the system, you kind of consider a slave, but you know what I mean. Like, now, do you treat your prisoners of war nice? No, because most of them in Guantanamo Bay get tortured because they are, well, what our army would consider terrorists. So they getting tortured every day. So that can seem like slavery. So we're sharecroppers. We was forced over here. Now that we was forced over here, we're forced to show people how to crop. Some people didn't comply. So do you treat your prisoners of war or your business partners nice? No. You try to force certain tactics on them and trick them into a certain type of stuff, which makes, it coincides with their history as what they wanted to tell us, because you can explain anything you want if you own the history books, you own the public school systems and stuff like that. Now, that's how I'm about to get into homeschool. I feel so bad sending my son to public school every day. Consider I'm not religious. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't send him to public school. He go to private school. Consider I'm not religious. The choice of private school my wife chose is a Christian academy, and I'm not religious. So my son come home excited about the things he learned, and currently while he in there, I'm not going to confuse him. It's hard for me not to tell him the truth, but I don't want to confuse him or make him feel bad or him getting challenged in school because I'm conflicting his learning with my learning or my teachings, which will, you know what I'm saying, collide with my wife. because she chose to send him to that school. And as we speak, I want to homeschool my son, and I'm getting the discipline and my structure together as we speak because I want to homeschool my child. You want me to train my son to be a monster, put him in the gym, teach him how to box because that's what my dad did. Now, teach him how to fight to prevent him from getting bullied. But as he defend himself, if he was a subject to being bullied, as he defend himself, he will be looked at as a monster. Oh, look how he beat this child up. Or look, that's my cat acting crazy. Look how he beat this child up. Hey, buddy, look how he beat this child up. So my son gonna be looked at as an animal. Or if he rebel and don't like the gym and still become subject to being bullied, I'm supposed to deal with that because you trained us to think that he needs social skills. There's nothing wrong with social skills. If you ask me, you can kind of sort of get social skills from the internet, and I know that it sounds crazy to a lot of people. What I mean, you see other people interacting with the world, so as a child, you can absorb that and kind of put together in your head like that's common sense to act this way or treat people this way, and we already have it in us to treat people a certain type way or act a certain type way. So it's like, basically, he have to be homeschooled. And all right, say like I don't homeschool him, and I continue to send him to private school. Now, no matter what I teach him, when he get around some, delinquent kids, or not to say delinquent kids, he get around some troubled kids that's looked at as being bad and stuff like that, that's gonna rub off to my child, and then he gonna get to the point where, like I got to, is like I don't care what my parents say, I'll do what I want. Find yourself in a situation you still caught up in the system because the system is designed to keep you distorted, right? Now, what I mean is like he go to school, okay, they wear uniforms, but your uniform shirt still got to be polo. Excuse me. Your jacket still got to be polo. In his case, his jacket, mine clear. Like my wife, she like fashion. That jacket about $400 for him. He 5 years old, right? Can't even sell the jacket for 200 now. Like you can, but it's gonna be a hard sell. Anyway, you still gotta wear fashion. His hat is name brand. Your shoes, all right, yeah, they black shoes, but they come from Nordstrom. You still now. How can I put in my child? Cause it's like tug of war between him and my wife, but between me and my wife, like she like super fashion, and I really don't care. Like I wear nice stuff, but I don't care. Like my whole life is not gonna be based on buying clothes. Like that's not what I'm here for. So it's kind of like tricky. That's part of the system, part of the distortion that had me worrying about clothes or looking at rappers and entertainers and celebrities and seeing they fashion. And I'm trying to compete. Like I need Gucci's, I need Givenchy, or I need Balmain jeans and stuff like that. Now, how can I ever get ahead if all I'm worrying about is fashion? Like, it don't make sense. So that's not really my thing. And then entertainment, I take YouTube as entertainment. Like, I look at real people and I see, you know, humorous stuff in real situations. You understand what I'm saying? Not that I watch people get hurt or nothing like that, but like, YouTube is basically mostly my entertainment. Or, I got into scripting, so I'm trying to develop games just to, bond with my son. So we play a few games and stuff like that, but it's not really my thing. I don't think my life is based on entertainment. We take vacations, super crazy, expensive vacations, so kind of find my entertainment and vacations and stuff, right? So it's like I'm supposed to be caught up in entertainment, celebrities, and all this kind of stuff, right? That's part of the system. Now, I'm supposed to get caught up in TV. That's part of the system. You watch so many movies, I'm not gonna lie, I probably watch a movie for a different reason than everybody else. I'm watching a movie still, but I'm looking for a message, a hidden message, or something in that movie where I'm like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy, man. As the farther I go back and look up my own history, man, it's like, shout out to Dane Calloway. It's like what he said. It's like everything was told towards backwards or something in reverse, and it's like not supposed to make sense. And you're supposed to spend your whole life trying to figure out where you came from, and that's an important task in my life. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, until I get it, man, I ain't stopping. So I'm gonna keep putting up videos like this and try to inspire my people to just ask questions. Religion do not make sense, man. It do not make no sense whatsoever. And this not to offend anybody that got a religion, because in my previous video I state religion is like a road map, like a guide map. If some people might need instructions, so I say religion is a way of life that you chose to live. Cool, ain't nothing wrong with that, but I can't take all these stories literal. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way on this planet you telling me that God created us, all these different religions. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that makes no sense. All these books and just all these breadcrumbs and information was just placed all over the world for people to decipher. That don't make sense. It's like speaking in riddles. Like, you know what I mean? Like our whole life is a riddle. That don't make sense to me, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and it's like you can't even sum half of this knowledge up in one video. But I'm gonna keep coming, man. Like, I have to bring like truth, man. Like, our food killing us, man. And I told y'all this a long time ago. Our food is killing us, man. Watch What the Health DVD, man. Chicken causes more cancer than cigarettes, man. Like, chicken, man. Like, all this food is bad. Like, everything, bro. Like, I don't even think you can get a good apple no more, man. Or good orange or none of that stuff, bro. Man, you think it's a game? I'm going to show y'all this grape, man. I bought some grapes. Like, my wife, she pick out fruit sometime. And this from a produce market. This our local produce market. This not a big chain supermarket. It's our local produce market. Mind you, first floor, I tell her, the grapes got no seeds in it. She like grapes with no seeds in it. Babe, that's not a grape, man. I don't know what that is, but grapes have seeds in them. It's not a grape. So one side of the package had purple grapes and the other one had green grapes, right? I picked up one of these green grapes, bro. The grape was like, I mean, listen, y'all, the grape was like this big. Like, I'm not lying. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to try to put a picture in this video. But that was a flaw. I'm like, babe, it's insane, man. Now, the orange ain't had no seeds in it. Like, who want a seedless orange or a seedless grape? Like, that's not food. Now, what else we bought? Watermelon. Like, watermelons ain't got no seeds in them. That don't make no sense. I'm talking about the system, right? I'm gonna make a separate video for what I'm getting ready to say. Something ain't right about all this weed. It's too much weed, man. Like, I'm serious, man. Like, think about it. I used to smoke back in the day, right? Now I still smoke sometimes, but let's take weed from back in the day. Now, y'all tell me if I'm tripping or not, right? You tell me, take weed from back in the day. How many seeds was in a bag of weed? Like, tons of seeds was in a bag of weed. So now you got this new weed out, right? This GMO weed. You got this new weed out. And now you got all rappers, everybody saying, ain't no seeds in my weed. First of all plants, correct me if I'm wrong, reproduce seeds. All plants. I mean, come on. Let's be for real. All plants reproduce seeds so you can keep growing and keep growing. It don't stop. It's like infinite, like it's infinity. It don't stop. You pour, like, that's like a sunflower with no seeds in it. That's what we get out seeds. That's like a pumpkin with no seeds in the inside. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that don't make sense, man. Or cutting up a cantaloupe and not saying no seeds in the middle. Or no seeds in the pomegranate. Come on, let's be for real, bro. Like, I mean, let's be for real, y'all. Like, something not right. So now, let's take weed, right? We ain't gonna get off subject. How many people in your family went to jail for weed. A ton of people in my family went to jail for. I went to jail for weed. So across the board, in almost every state, y'all about to make weed legal. What about? I ain't even saying just for medical purposes, because so weed's supposed to have a lot of benefits, right? But recreational weed, bro. I mean, something like recreational weed, y'all. Seriously. Now, that sound amazing to me. Like, and everybody else will smoke weed. Something not right. Like, think about this, right? Just ponder on this. If recreational weed hit the stores and all the dispensaries and stuff like that, what about all the people that got locked up for recreational weed? You understand what I'm saying? What about the people that got locked up for a pound of weed or something like that? Now, let's take it to this right here. Prohibition cigarettes probably ain't cause cancer. Cigarettes hit the store, cause cancer. Alcohol back in the day was made in a bathtub most of the time. It didn't cause this many problems, man. It was fruits. It was natural stuff. Or rice and stuff like that. I don't really know how to make alcohol, but my folks used to make corn liquor, raisins and grapes and all types of stuff. We used to make wine and gel, oranges. No lie. Natural. And liquor ain't nothing but sugar. So it's like, it's kind of crazy, man. Like, so the tree gonna hit the store, the weed gonna hit the stores, and you don't think it's gonna be a lot of effects, or now we gonna have ODs off of weed. It's made in a laboratory. That's not weed, y'all. I don't know what this shit is. Like, I wish I could put this. I'm gonna try to find a link and put in the description. Weed was a military weapon. Weed, and the first military grade weed probably was all weed. You know what I'm saying? All weed that we ever seen, you know what I'm saying, in our generations and whatnot. Even back in the day, weed with the seeds and stuff, they just knew how to put more THC in it. Ask anybody. I mean, do your research. The military weed, the first military weed was tested on inmates, black criminals, African American criminals, in jail. Not tested on the military, tested on African American individuals, males. And you got the hippie days, and then you got it hitting all the communities. We ain't gonna talk about crack, heroin, and all that other stuff. But how was it that, you got weed that been in the communities for all these years, about to hit the stores, man? Everybody went to jail. What about the war on drugs and all this crazy stuff? They declassifying it. In my state, in Pennsylvania, you can get locked up with 2 ounces of weed and you cool. It's a $25 fine. Why? In my state / city, Philadelphia, this one for the drug dealers right here. Why they giving away free cell phones to all the crackheads? It's a trap, bro. I got all my folks, like, I work off my phone. Yeah, the smokers calling you off the phone that they got from the cops. Like, I ain't gonna say the cops, but the government assistant phones. Now you got a lot of drug dealers walking around talking on government assistant phones. Trap talk, drug talk. The smokers calling you, how many you want? Meet me right here on a phone that they got for free. Anybody in my city with an access card can get a free cell phone. Come on, man. Like, now, the drug dealers ain't on the blocks no more. For real, for real. I mean, they post up a teeny bit, but everybody working off their phone. You don't think this is the direction that they wanted to go into? So, my folks say, they can't trace these flip phones. Bro, they can trace the car that bounces off that tower in that neighborhood. You ain't watched First 48? And when a body drop, part of the investigation is to get the phone records from the phone company and see how much your number pinged off these towers in that neighborhood. So if there's done a crazy investigation, then they would just see how much action that you in particular neighborhood off that cell phone. Or Just follow this smoke the crackhead, and the crackhead gonna bring them right to you. Nutty, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the whole system, it's like, and there's no way to snap out of it because y'all gonna watch this video and be like, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, I wish I could show you this other video. It's some Dan Calloway too. Why was our history told in reverse? And part of the video, he show you, and y'all talking about the earth not flat, and y'all laugh at me like I'm tripping, right? The map that they show us is not accurate. First of all, every globe picture that we ever seen is CGI, and it came from NASA. Damn, NASA, all this money I'm giving y'all for tax, all this tax money we paying, y'all can't give us no real video, no real footage. It's all CGI, like computer graphics, man. Like, all right, all the astronauts up there, damn, bro, you ain't got your phone on. You pull your phone out, just give me a shot of Earth from the window off of your cell phone. Let me see that it's round. No, we don't get. Go to NASA.com right now, and you tell me if them beautiful, sparkling pictures is not fake. Like, that shit all bullshit, bro. Sis, all y'all listening, this is all crap, man. Like, we can't get no real footage from them. The maps, some continents is enlarged, and some continents is smaller. So if a map accurate, like, and it's crazy, right? Look up flight routes. No airplane flies straight. Like, I don't care how it look like it's lined up on that map. You calculate the distance and you peep it. It take way longer on them flights that that we go on than it should. There's no straight routes. It probably shouldn't even take 18 hours to get to Africa. It probably shouldn't. It probably take longer technically, but come on, man. Like, if I'm in Atlantic City, I Googled this one day. The opposite side of the Atlantic City and the Atlantic Ocean, from Atlantic City, the opposite side is Africa. The opposite side of that water is Africa, yo. According to y'all map. I should be able to get on a boat and sail over that joint. It's crazy. Like, all our information is like is conflicted. It's like messed up. I mean, like, we don't know what to believe. We don't got no truth for real, for real. So technically, everything I'm probably telling you is some bullshit. Cause this stuff I research. Like, you got to do your own research, man. It might not fit into your everyday life. You might can't understand this stuff, man. It's all common sense though. Like, stop eating all that food, forget all that entertainment, find out where you really came from, and stop believing like you just ran with you came from Africa. You might didn't come from Africa, bro. You might be from South Carolina. Your whole ancestry might be from South Carolina. You don't even know. You might be from Texas. You don't know. You might be from Mexico. You don't know. You just believe what anybody tell you. Like, and you might not care though. Like, why would you want to care that and find out where your roots come from? Why would you want to care to find out if you really Indian? Like, look at my hair. Like, you probably can't see it on the joint. Like, my hair is like super curly. Like super curly. I'm black, as far as I know. But I might be Indian or something. I don't know. So this is my journey to find out where I came from. Before I made this video, I was gonna call my mom. This is no lie. And ask my mom, like, yo, mom, do you know where your great grandma from? Do you know where her mom from? Like, this is where I'm starting at, not Ancestry.com. I gotta ask my people. I don't have no grandma, no grandpa, or no great grandma or great grandfather living, so I hope my mom can give me some information and I'm gonna go from there. I might have to do the ancestry DNA test. I don't know. But like, we gotta dig deep, man. Like, deep. Get off these streets. Like, start like, look how the stock market, probably you too. You probably white and probably watching this video. The stock market got so many years head start on us. It's a shame. A shame. We don't got a clue about the stock market. I do, but I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, some people don't. Set up an IRA. I have 401k, and I have a money market index. A lot of people don't even know what a money market index is, and you can get one for $500 from your bank. Save your money. Just try to like advance, man. Show our kids some something different. I didn't have financial wealth in my family. So I have to create generational wealth for my next family, for my kids, etc., man. Like I can't just let my kid just go to school, rely on a diploma and think you're gonna be something in life. You might not. That shit might not be the answer for you. My daughter is on her second try at nursing school. She's so frustrated. It is so hard. Like, but my wife, 38, 30, she's 40 now, but I'm saying like at 35, 36, she completed nursing school. My daughter fresh out of high school and can't complete nursing school. It's not, you know what I mean, to say she dumb or something. This might not be your way. She figuring out that's not her path. So school not for everybody. You can't tell your kids to go to school and you won't be something. Can't keep doing that. Like that might not be for them. You know what I'm saying? Like they might have to find a different way. Me, my son going to private school might not be for him. But my wife feel like going to private school is a different answer. She don't have faith in me thinking that I can homeschool him. I have crazy knowledge, man, without a high school diploma. I ain't finished school, but I'm about to go to Mexico. And my wife, this is how she look at me. My wife looking at tours and stuff we can do. She was like, I want to know if you wanted to take this tour to the one of the Mayans ruins. I said, what? The Mayans ruins. I cheesed like it was my birthday. I was so excited. I'm like, what? That's my first exploration as an archaeologist. She laughed at me. I said, "Babe, you know I would be excited to do that, right? Yeah, that's how you think of me. You look at me like a scientist or archaeologist. Exactly, self-taught, off YouTube, off of just doing my own research. And my one of my next videos in the future will be one of me exploring and doing my archaeology thing. I'm sorry, I know I said it wrong. Me doing my thing as an archaeologist and touching the Mayans rocks from that pyramid. That's our people. That's our ancestors. I want to do that. Like, I wanted to make a bunch of videos on here, and you see, I put up some gaming videos. I have a son, but I wanted to do a bunch of videos, and you know what I'm saying, keep Officer Truth alive and be funny and stuff like that. I'll probably bring Officer Truth back, but I'm doing research and trying to hope this knowledge reach another person and they can reach another person and maybe it can come back to me and maybe you can correct me and tell me I was wrong, or maybe you can give me some research and help me further do research. I mean, maybe you can give me some knowledge so I can further my research to help keep bringing videos to y'all about the truth, man. All right, it's King Champ. I'm gone.